Okay. So, do you guys want to talk me through what happened last time? To catch the group up on the events? What occurred?
I had a panic attack. Some weird magic was on me.
And it's still on you in some regard.
True. Caused a massive scene. Talked to someone that I didn't know, but knew me.
Duck.
Then we went to the one side of the docks. The fancier side of the docks, was it not?
Yep. Hang on. I will go to the map so you can see the map. Bear with me.
We ended in the golden dock. In the western docks.
Yeah. We were in like the center, and then we went down to western.
No. We met Mr. Stumpy. Pissed him off.
Stiggs?
That'd be the one, yep. He didn't like us very much. That's okay. He only had one foot, so it's fine.
We don't take kindly to cripples around these parts anyhow.
We met some weird demon goat child thing. They played shenanigans with us. Met a giant orc. Then removed Mr. Stumpy from existence. And now we're dragging Ren back because he's been poisoned and is unconscious.
Sounds about right. So, as you guys know, you are in the town of Blottreus, okay? In the middle of the Festival of the Blood Rose. What happens every 7 years, okay? Now, the minute you got here, you all have bumped into each other, met each other, become allies. The only people who really had a previous relationship would be Collet and Driggs, but Driggs isn't here at the moment. He's a little bit preoccupied. And so you all sort of just have come together, which is really, 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 really sweet. All learning to love each other already. The first thing that happened was, like you said, Alex, you caught whiff of Thux moving towards you, but you didn't recognize him, your old friend. And that's caused you to freak out, change shape, and cause a scene. But it did get Thux's attention, and it did give you an opportunity for you guys to all meet. You're all invited to Thux's palisade, or he is the head of the local chivalry, the head of the knights that move around Blottreus. And he basically told you that there's some kind of new cult building up, and that's connected to what caused you issues and made you not recognize him, and asked you to set out on an adventure with Ren as your leader. Ren sort of knows the scene. Ren is your character, Quant, of course, for those who are new. He knows the city quite well. He knows the back streets. He has connections. So, and he has a relationship with Thux. So he was sent on the adventure with you guys. Looking for information. You stumbled across a few things so far. So note these down because you need to remember them. Okay. The first is you know that Villant and Verlaine were the twin brothers that used to run Blottreus. Right, the oligarchy. One of them has gone missing, which is Verlaine. Okay, Villant is in charge. There was a letter that was given to Meltmar that you now are all across. It said, "Dear Shay, the lizard is the target. The succubus will try to get them to walk the blood rose. The bugbear mustn't touch the floor. Find Verlaine." And it was signed by someone called Hade. H-A-D-E. Alright, so you've got a letter. Now remember that name Shay, because I will come back to it in just a second. Quanti, remember, you sent a young lass to Griselda's pet place. Okay? When Stiggs walked in and took over her house to have a conversation with you guys. You thought that maybe you'd get in touch with the local criminal organizations. You bumped into Feanor, who was the son of Fen. Eventually you made contact with Fen himself, one of the local crime bosses. Fen gave you a message from Verlaine, which essentially said that he was alive and well, and looking for your assistance. I believe the message was sent to you, I think? wasn't it, Alex?
It was, yes.
Yes. Now, there's a few other little bits and pieces that have happened to individuals that are little secret bits. Make sure you remember them, such as notes on crossbow bolts, this sort of thing. Keep those ideas in mind and in play. Now, the reason I told you to remember the name Shay is, in trying to get some assistance to contact Fen again, you went and had a bit of a conversation with Stiggs, the local brass bull, tiny minotaur. You bumped heads with him after you met a friend of his. Does anyone remember his name? Is Brent? Remember Brent? Brent Ironjaw?
Oh, Ironjaw, yes.
Yeah. So Brent Ironjaw, massive orc. You went to give him a task on behalf of Stiggs. Ultimately, that went the wrong way. You decided to side with Brent, go back and face Stiggs, because Stiggs had stolen Brent's partner. The love of his life, a beautiful, very, very kind elf, a maiden that for some reason is with the local executioner Brent. That woman's name was Shay. During the fight with Stiggs, you were poisoned, Ren. You guys sort of won the fight. It was a hard fight. And you're now licking your wounds, trying to head back towards Collet, who I'm going to say is with you currently, Eilish. Okay? And that was where we're going to start the story. I'm going to start the story with Eilish and Collet sitting at a local tavern, trying to kill some time. I know tavern's a little bit cliche, but they literally went back to a hotel in the last time we chatted to them, so that's where we're going to start. So, first things first, I want you, Ren, to make a constitution check for me.
Oh, they're the same, never mind. That's pretty bad.
Not great.
That is not great, thank you. Appreciate that.
Hopefully I have passed my absolutely useless rolls off into somebody else.
How many ones do you think you can roll in a game? Let's find out.
I just pass them all off to me.
No, don't give them to the fucking halfling.
Yes.
I'm going to say that you, Eilish, have had some time to get to know Collet a little bit. Now, remember, Collet is a Harangon. Do you want to just briefly describe your character again for us one more time for anyone who's new to the stream? For me, please, Meltmar. Describe what Collet looks like for everyone.
So I'm mainly brown, but I have my ears are split in half. The fur is split in half, and it's gray. Basically on the inside and on the top of my head. And then like my toes, my hands, and my belly is white. And I wear these purple robes. I'm short and I'm old. I have one yellow eye and one purplish eye that glows a little bit.
Nice. So he is a Harangon, guys, as well, which means he is a rabbit man, and he looks like this. Look at him. Isn't he sweet? Yeah. All of the artwork has been done by Sunday, one of the guys in our community. Absolute legend. I don't think he's here right now. It's a bit early for him to be in stream, but all of the artwork has been done by him, and it's all fucking spectacular. So I'll show it when I can. But this is him. This is Meltmar, the character Collet. Beautiful. Eilish, do you want to describe your character a little bit for the guys and girls in chat as well?
Yeah. So I am a very pale tiefling with long curly auburn hair. I like to wear a bit of green. I have very kind eyes, but there's something sinister behind them. Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. So, Eilish, you're sitting at a bar with Collet. The very first thing I want you to do is I want you to roll a check for me. It can be Arcana, it can be History, it can be Insight, whatever is highest for you.
Let's do History.
Okay.
17, I believe.
So, you've been chatting with Collet for a while here. You've sensed a wonderful kindness. There's something about this Harangon that's sort of separate from a lot of the other Harangons that you've met, a lot of people that you've met. It seems to be an infinite well of kindness, true kindness, and a very welcoming honesty to him. it's something you haven't really seen, being the world that you've come from. You come from a world of treachery. So while he puts other people at ease, quite naturally, not through any source of magic, not through any divine purpose, simply just by his nature, he makes you a little bit unsettled, because you're not sure whether you should trust someone who so easily shows this kind of kindness. Okay. You've also, with a 17, was that a history check? It was, wasn't it? You chose to go with history? Okay. You also noticed that he himself, Harangons aren't necessarily magical creatures by nature. They can train themselves in the arts, but usually they're quite simple creatures. There's something about his magic in particular that you think even he isn't aware of. You can tell that he's pretty effortlessly moves through life. Someone of his age would probably be not quite as limber, wouldn't be able to move and communicate and do the things that he does in the same way. Something about his magic is almost unnatural. He has like an unnatural youth to him. It's again unsettling to you. It doesn't really feel like something that can be learned. The magic that he has, it feels like something deeper to you. Now I'm going to give you a second before I kick off with some events here. Is there anything that you wanted to have been doing, Eilish? I'm going to assume, Collet, that you were with them the vast majority of the time. When they went to see the orc at the towards the end of our story, our last session, I'm going to say that's when you disappeared off to a local tavern to see Eilish. Is there anything either of you want to have done in the last 24 hours? Anyone you would have seen? Anything you would have done? Or it wasn't even 24 hours, last 8 hours. Anything you guys would have done? Anyone?
I would like to have investigated Weave a little bit more, because I was intrigued by them, and I still want to know what exactly they are.
Okay, so I can say, if you want, because again, you had to leave the session early just for life stuff, I can say that you spent quite a lot of the time watching the events of what the guys and girls were up to, and then sort of made your way back towards the tavern at the same time that that Collet did, right? So you were watching from a distance, you saw that Collet was heading back to the tavern to meet you, and that's when you decided, okay, I need to go or my cover will be blown. I will also say that you have noticed consistently and constantly, while you were moving around and watching the party get up to the mischief they were getting up to, you have noticed that they are being tailed. There's no way if you were watching from the shadows and watching them, there's no way in the world you wouldn't have seen the fact that they are being stalked by a Kenku. There is a Kenku that is watching them everywhere they go, everything they do. It doesn't seem to be attacking them. It has even assisted them a couple of times. But you have noticed that there is a Kenku that seems particularly interested in Weave as well. So I'll say that's the thing that you've noticed. So you're sitting at the bar, catching up, getting to know each other, learning a little bit more about each other. And then both you, Collet, and Eilish, hear a gruff voice from behind the counter. You hear, "So are you going to buy anything?" You look over the edge of the bar, and you can see a tiny little gnome who's just getting up onto a stool to get up to the edge. You can't just sit around here for free. All right, buy a drink or get away from the bar. You going to say anything, guys?
Oh.
What's wrong with me? Why can't I feel?
With a little side eye and...
You stare at him, you can see immediately that he's a deep gnome. He's got that darker blue skin. He's got one monocule on, but interestingly, he's got a mustache, but only half of a mustache, and it's on the opposite side of his monocule. So the left side of his face has his little twisting mustache, the right side has his monocule that sits on his cheek. He's bald, and he's quite well dressed as he's staring at you. This bar is called Her Majesty's Quaint, and it is run by this little deep gnome. So he's standing there hard eyeing you, Collet, waiting for you. You can see he's basically waiting for you to hand him some money or get away from the bar. Not the hotel, just the bar.
How much is a drink?
Well, that depends how much you drink, long ears, alright? And he pulls out 2 cups. One of them is the size of your head, and one of them is a simple shot glass. And he goes, either you fill my pockets with gold, or I get this guy. And he points to the right, and there's a big, scary-looking hobgoblin on the side, dressed in armor. You can tell that there's not a single thought in his head. He goes, either you fill my pockets with gold, or I get this guy to tell him to fill these cups with your blood.
I'll take the big one.
Good choice. He sort of holds out his hand, waiting for a few gold pieces. Let's say 2 gold pieces to fill it up. You can tell you're being ripped off, by the way. Do you hand him the gold coins? You can see this too, Eilish, that this lovely old rabbit is about to be exploited by this gnome.
I would
do
like
hand
to
him the gold piece.
step in.
All right. So Collet goes to hand the 2 gold pieces over. And what do you say?
I would like to inquire about his monocle and his half-missing mustache, and imply that he's blind and that we've already given him gold for a beer and we're still waiting on it.
Okay. Tell me what you're going to say. What do you say exactly to him? And then roll a persuasion check for me. Oh, actually, no, roll a deception check because you haven't paid for a drink yet. So say what you're going to say, then roll your deception check.
Excuse me, Mr. Deep Gnome.
What do you want, you bint?
I can tell you're missing an eye because you're missing half a mustache. And that monocle's doing nothing for you. We've already given you some gold. You just can't see it. It's out of your peripheral vision over there on the bar, halfway across. You know, it'll take you a few steps to get there, but it's definitely over there, and we're still waiting on our drinks.
Okay, roll your deception check.
Uh, 20.
Holy fuck, have you got a 7 plus charisma buff? No way! Holy shit. Okay, you can see he looks at you and he is immediately just taken by you. For this whole time he's been staring at this rabbit. The rabbit's an old man like him, so he was just looking for a fight. He's a bit senile himself, and he looks at you and immediately his eyes go wide. And you see his little monocle sort of pop out as his eyes widen and fall down to his shirt. And he goes, oh! He grabs his monocle and gives it a big lick straight across the back of his monocle, and then he wipes it on his shirt, and the excess spit he uses to pat down his head, even though he's got no hair, and he goes, oh, I'm sorry, milady, I'll make sure you get your drink right away. I apologize for any inconvenience. I thought you were just one of the local whores. I'll get to it. And then he jumps down from his stair, leaving the 2 gold pieces on the counter for you, Collet. At this point, Ren, Weave, and Grisk, you push through the door of Her Majesty's Quaint. The front doors of Her Majesty's Quaint open out onto the stone-paved street. They're right here on the edge of Heed. You can see, I don't know if I can ping. Where's my ping? I'm just going to freehand, and I'll undo it. It's right here on the edge of Heed, between the main square and the palisade and where you guys have come from. You push towards it. And the front doors, like I said, are this beautiful red velvet, intricate detailing, scrolled front bar doors as well. All of the glasses are stained glasses. While this establishment doesn't bring in the highest and most prestigious crowd, it clearly makes a lot of money, being a stopping point between the rest of the city and, of course, the Western Docks. So a lot of sailors will frequent this area. Some of the criminals will make their way into this part of the city, the ones that are a little bit more conspicuous. But also it's a meeting point. You would know, Ren. Roll a history check for me, Ren.
Oh, sorry, I'm unconscious.
Yeah, but that's okay. Roll a history check for me.
Okay.
You're not communicating this to them. You would just know this. Okay, well, you don't know it anyway. But okay. So this is like I said, this is quite a beautiful establishment. So you push through the front doors. You can see there's all sorts of different species, types, classes, all moving around inside this bar. And you can see sitting at the counter is Eilish and Collet having a conversation. Now we might just quickly do what we did with Eilish and Collet, and we might just have a quick description from the 3 of you of what your characters look like, starting with you, Grisk.
Me? Well, I am a very tall, lean lizard folk. Those colours that you can see on screen is about right. Blend a bit worse for wear. I'm a bit injured at the moment. But I have an unconscious person draped across my shoulder as I'm dragging him through the streets to this tavern.
Okay.
Because they didn't want me to drag him by his ankles for some reason.
Okay. That's probably a good point to jump in and show off your character, who is draped over his shoulder.
You see some loose-fitting gray and black robes covering a fairly tall, humanoid-looking human, basically, currently. With, eyes are closed, but dark hair, pretty like pearlescent, silvery white skin, with a very noticeable and colorful and detailed tattoo up his right arm.
Oh, I didn't
Currently
actually. You didn't describe that last time. What is the tattoo of?
It is a woody vine with leaves and flowers coming off of it that has depictions of small birds that are in various states of singing or fluttering around.
Is there a Brolga on the branches?
A Brolga? What is that? I don't know. What that is.
Yeah, no, it's a massive stalk. Okay, beautiful. And trailing behind them, you notice it, by the way, immediately, Eilish, the minute this... Actually, roll an Arcana check. Collet and Eilish, roll an Arcana check. Holy.
8.
Okay, with an 8, Harvest, you notice something's up with Collet. Collet, you immediately, your ears pring up, almost like they're two antennas on an old television sticking up. And you feel it immediately. Weave is coming. You can feel that Weave is coming in behind you through the door. You know it before you even turn to look. Weave, do you want to describe what they see as you stroll in behind Grisk and Quanti?
Yes, well, I'm a small, slinky halfling, quite brave and naturally stealthy with my nimbleness. I have darkish yellow skin with this intonation and a sort of bluish, icy aura around me. I like to hold on to my ice pillow as well. I've always got it in my back pocket of my hand. I have these dark blue eyes with a bit of a spry smile. This hair that goes down out to my neck, again a brighter yellow than my skin. Yeah, that's generally how I am.
Beautiful. Thank you. Man, the artwork by Sunday fucking rules, by the way. It's so good.
It's so good.
It's so good to just have the visual of it. It's so good. It's the first time I've ever done a campaign where people haven't just gone and got their character AI generated or stolen an image off the internet. Which is fine. That's just how we've always done D&D. There's a couple where I've seen people hand draw their stuff when they're extremely talented, but to see the whole party animated in the same style is pretty spectacular. So thank you again, Sunday. Guys, Sunday has done merch, and we'll probably do some more merch for the channel. We might even do a cup with the different characters and stuff on it or something. I'll have a chat to Sunday about it. But if you do buy merch that very clearly has Sunday's artwork, like this, that is in this pixel art style, the profits go to him. Just so you know, a little bit goes to the channel, but the vast majority of it goes to him. So if you want to support Sunday, please buy some merch, because he will make a few bucks off of it. Okay, anyway, let's keep rolling. So you guys burst through the door. Grisk, I'm going to start with you. You see Eilish and Collet sitting at the table. As you burst through the door, you can see, remember how when you were in this area of town a little bit earlier, you were drawing a bit of attention because you'd been seen with Thux. It is still that way. It's only been a few hours. So you push through the door. So you now not only have everyone looking to see you, and you felt it as you moved through the streets towards Her Majesty's Quaint, but upon entering, everyone is looking at you. And now you've got an Azamir, and a pretty well-known Azamir. Most people in town know, in certain parts of the town, know who Ren is, especially in a place like this, they're going to know who Ren is. You've got Ren draped over your shoulder. You're covered in blood. And you've just pushed through into a bar, so you can feel the eyes tracing you pretty quickly. And that hobgoblin that you saw, that I was talking about, that was off to the right, he's obviously very clearly one of the bouncers here for Her Majesty's Quaint. You can see he's seen trouble before, and he knows you're not immediate trouble. But you can see he moves closer. His halberd was sort of a little bit across the room. He starts moving towards his halberd. You can tell he's not looking for a fight, but he's getting ready in case something goes down. So what are you going to do? You stroll through, you see Eilish and Colin at the bar.
Cool. I have not met Eilish. At least I don't believe I have.
No, I'm going to say you've... Yep, so go ahead.
No, you're right.
No, I was going to say, you've definitely met Collet. You've seen Eilish. You remember seeing a face in a crowd. That's it. That's as much as you know of Eilish.
Yeah. I will pay zero attention to Eilish. I will march, ignoring everybody, straight up to Collet, and I will dump Ren on top of the bar. Be like, Collet. He's been something with poison or something magic. Fix.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay. The bartender with his little monocle and his mustache turns around and comes back. Says, "Hey, what's all this? Get this off my bloody bar!" And he's looking at you with the corpse right across, and he starts clicking his fingers for the hobgoblin to come on over. The hobgoblin leaves his halberd against the wall and starts strolling over towards you guys.
He needs to be on a table of some description. So bar or table, choose one.
Okay. Are you trying to how are you saying this to him? Are you asking for help? Is that the subtext here? Are you saying,
not at all. I'm gonna say he's gonna be on a bar. He's either gonna be on the bar or he's gonna be on a table. He has to pick.
Intimidation check then. Yeah, you're pretty fucking scary by the looks of things. Okay. So you sort of say to him, it's the bar or it's the table. And he sort of looks around for a second. Right as the hobgoblin gets there, the hobgoblin can sense something's up. And he walks over and goes, "Bo, what do you want me to do with them?" And he goes, alright, I need him out of here. Take him upstairs, find one of the shitty rooms, put him on the bed. Right, so the hobgoblin walks up, he looks at you. You see him get the measure of you, Grisk. He gets as close as he can to you, almost touching shoulders to get the measure of you. And he goes, "Follow me." And he reaches forward and grabs the body and flicks it over the top of his shoulder and disappears up some stairs around the side of the bar. And you can sort of follow the trail of your blood that's dripping from the fingers of the lovely Ren as he's being dragged away upstairs.
Fair enough. I grab the rabbit and start dragging it up the stairs.
Unhand me!
Nope. You have a job to do. You haven't done it yet.
So you get grabbed and pulled by the lizard. Are you just gonna go with him? Eilish, what are you doing?
I'm waiting for my free drink.
Behind us like that. I clock Eilish along the way as well. But I remember seeing him back at the square.
Yeah, you remember seeing her?
Somewhat curious, but not enough to perceive. Yeah.
Okay. Are you trying to get a read from Eilish? Or are you just having a look?
I'm just having a look.
Just having a look. Okay. Alright. Do me a favor. Roll a Constitution save.
Moi or someone else? Okay.
Average.
That's enough. You stare at Eilish for a little bit, and you find yourself staring longer than you think you would. A little bit enamored for a second. And you are sort of drawn to her beauty. And you're looking, and as you're sort of being pulled in, it almost feels like a vacuum that's like pulling you in. Her beauty, you sort of catch sight of her wings as they sort of curl a little bit behind her as she flexes. She's not even paying attention to you, and then it snaps you out of it. And she just looks like a tiefling again for you. And then you sort of disappear up the stairs after Grisk. All right, roll a Constitution save for me. Colin, are you just going to go with the lizard, or are you going to resist him?
I'm gonna go with him, but I'm gonna try to reason with him to tell him that I was there to help.
Okay, so you hear the rabbit. What do you say to him? Tell me what you're saying to him. As you're being pulled along.
You don't have to drag me. I intended on helping anyways.
Alright, you hear the rabbit sort of kicking up a fuss. Are you going to acknowledge him, or are you going to keep on pulling him, Grizz?
I'm just gonna keep on pulling him and pat him on top of the head and go, "Sure you were."
Alright, sweet. Eilish, what are you doing? Are you going to follow him up?
I'm
still waiting for my free drink.
You're still just gonna hang around for a drink. Okay.
I'm just hanging around for my drink for now.
Okay, I'm going to leave you at the bar for a second and come back to you in a tick. So you're sitting there at the bar and you see the blood sort of across the counter. You've seen this sort of rough and trouble sort before and you knew what you were getting into straight away. You're probably still waiting for the bugbear to show its face. And imagine you start, let's just say you just start doodling in the blood that's on the bar. His fingers are the tip of it. You're just sort of doodling on the counter in the blood in the same way someone else would carve their name into the counter while you're waiting for your drink to turn up. And I'll get back to you in just a second. Okay. You go upstairs. This hobgoblin walks through and he pushes open this sort of broken down door at the very, very end of the second story of Her Majesty's Quaint. Upstairs, the rooms sort of line around the edge of the hotel, but there is a hallway that's hidden back as well. So you've got this like U shape that rolls around over the top of the bar with a banister that you can look over and down into the entire bar. But there are back rooms as well. They're used for all sorts of stuff. Backroom shady deals. You can smell thick smoke in the air. You can hear people maybe having more fun than they should be upstairs. You know, this sort of thing. It's the shadier part of Her Majesty's Quaint. But right at the end of it, you can see that there is a closet that is for all of the cleaning materials, mops, buckets, all this sort of stuff. And across from it, there's like a shitty broken down room that's barely ever used. The hobgoblin pushes through the front door and he plops Ren down on the bed. And he stops for a second. He goes, "Oh, they don't look so good to me. Let me know if you need to bury him laid up." And then he turns around and he walks out the door, back downstairs. You guys push on in. This room is dark and it's got a sort of blocked out window. You can see from the outside the window's made to look quite nice for anyone walking past, but on the inside it's all dirty and gross and only a little bit of light sort of creeps through into the curtains. And you finally have a space alone with Ren. Collet, you immediately see that Ren is really quite hurt. He got absolutely smashed in his fight with the Minotaur. You know the Minotaur. You saw it. So for those of you who were not here, they got into a fight with a bunch of criminal scum, one of which was Styx. He was a dwarf Minotaur. Very chunky, thick little menace of a creature with a peg leg. They ended up in a fight with him and he got the better, or Ren got the better. They got the better of him, but he got the better of Ren as he stuck him with a poison dagger on the way past. So Ren's looking, you can see a puncture wound in his side and you can see he's laying on the bed unconscious. He's really at this point very much struggling to breathe. Ren, did you want to roll another Constitution saving throw for me?
Yes. Did you see the 9?
I did. Yeah, he is fading fast. So what are we doing?
I have healing word.
Okay. Did you want to?
Spell.
I want to clarify.
Sorry, go ahead.
I think Grisk did already healing word me, so the puncture wound has been sealed. I still am covered in blood, presumably.
Yes. So I said it intentionally. It has reopened and is decaying. Even post the healing word. So it has reopened. So it did completely seal. But it has reopened once again.
Okay.
Even without being, it's almost as if you had a dial where you wound. You obviously don't see this, but Grisk, you will have noticed this, and you definitely will have noticed this, Meow. It's almost as if you've got a dial that winds time back and forth. So when it was healed, it was wound and just went and sealed up. But you can see that it's sort of rewinding in time back to the wound state that it was in.
Well, Mr. Rabbit, you need to fix this. I threw a heal on him and didn't do anything.
Do you want to do maybe like a medicine check or an arcana check or something like this?
Yeah, let's do Arcana.
Okay, let's start with an arcana check. Roll a arcana check for me. You can probably assist. Meow, you're a sorcerer, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
You can probably assist if have a think about if there's anything that you want to do, because you are also pretty educated in the ways. And also, Alex, you can probably roll a nature check too, if you want to assist. Okay, did you just roll an 18? Beautiful. Collet, you noticed something that no one else in the room noticed immediately. it's not the poison that it has opened his wound up again. You're watching the wound, and what you can see is that as it is trying to heal, because as the healing residue, like the healing magic's residue from when he was blasted with a healing spell a little bit earlier, is still there and still trying to close the wound. But as you're in this dark, low-lit room, you can see the blue healing energy that surrounds the wound that's trying to seal it is slowly being drawn away and towards the eyes of the lizard.
I'll do an insight check.
Insight on the lizard?
Yeah, the lizard.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll insight. With a 24... Holy shit, nice roll. With a 24... Was that a natural 20?
Yeah, dang.
Okay, with a 24, you know people, Collet. You've been around a long time for Aragon, and you can read people like a book. They're basically just open books to you. You can tell that the Lizard Grisk is absolutely here to help. He has no malintentions at all. In fact, with the Arcana check and that natural 20, you can see that whatever spell was cast on him earlier on in the square, that dark magic, that necrotic magic that was being used on him by the cultist, that energy is still in him in some regard, and the healing magic is being smothered by that darker necrotic magic that is on Grisk right now. Meow, you made a roll. What are you doing there?
Did I make a roll?
Oh, was it you who rolled the pink die? Is that your pink dice?
No, that was me. I rolled a nature check.
Nature check. Oh, okay. What are you nature checking for?
If the wound is sort of behaving as a normal wound would.
Okay.
Really. Just investigating it, really.
So you're seeing... you're a druid, aren't you? Is that your class?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
You can see that something's wrong. You can't quite detect all of that stuff that I've just said to Collet. You're not really getting that, but you're getting a sense that the wound's not healing as it should. You were the one who used the healing spell. You know how healing magic works. This isn't healing properly. And you also... I'm going to say you reach forward and you sort of feel in the blood, and you can feel the blood is clotting and rolling into little black beads. You know... that you start to get an idea of the plant that was used in the poison for this wound. It's called a talos plant. You know that it is designed not to incapacitate but to kill, and it's actually actively going to work right now.
Fair enough. Okay.
I have an idea.
What is your idea, Mr. Rabbit?
I could tell you to go down and meet Eilish. Yes.
Eilish?
Go down and meet Eilish. That way he's not in the room with us. Maybe I can do the healing word again and kind of get it to start working again.
Okay. Did you want to... Alright, so what do you say to him? He's saying to the big lizard.
You're gonna have to persuade me to get down there.
Yeah.
I don't see any reason to go down there.
God.
I know that's your
so
your most powerful trait. Remember, you can just communicate with him too. It's up to you whether or not you want to keep the secret. Right? Not everything needs to be a secret. You can just communicate things to your party as well. So if you want him to know that he's having a negative effect, you can tell him that. At this point, you guys have developed trust, right? You've been working together for a full day. You've seen the measure of each other. So it's not, not necessarily everything needs to be kept secret. That's one thing that I see party members do in Dungeons and Dragons is they try and keep their secrets. There are things you 100% should keep to yourself. Not everything though. So choose what you release and what you don't release, but don't think you need to play this I've got info, you don't game, unless you think it's pertinent, or it's going to, if you knew that, I don't know, if you knew Weave was trying to kill Grisk and you were trying to stop it, you might not come out and go, Weave, don't try and kill Grisk, because it could just create a real negative problem, right? But there are other instances where you might want to share or not share. So it's up to you. But if you want to try and tell him to go downstairs, say what you're going to say, and then roll that persuasion check.
I think I actually will just kind of tell him, I'll just say, there's some sort of negative effect going on. I need you to leave the room. I want to troubleshoot, see if something's going on.
All right. Are you going to take him at his word, or do you want him to roll a persuasion?
Insight check that. 8. I think he's telling the truth. I walk out.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Are you going to tell him about the plant before you go?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
The
Go ahead.
talus plant was made used in this poison. So if it helps, it helps.
Yeah. And away you go downstairs. Okay, you start heading downstairs. Eilish, you're sitting at the bar and waiting for your drink, doodling in the blood. And so coming up to the bar, you see this roguish owl-like figure. He sort of strolls along the bar and he's got these beautiful white feathers. And you can see right along the edges of his feathers, there's this like almost like a blue hue that lights the edge of his feathers. You only see it when it catches, like oil in water. The water looks clear, but when light catches it, you see that purpley, metallic-y hue in the water. It's the same here with his feathers. He's white, but there's this blue that you can't. Every time he walks past a candle, it flicks through. He's got this sort of browner, darker looking beak. It's not the typical yellow and orange that you would normally see. It's like a darker, browner beak. These big, sunken black eyes. And he's wearing a blue tunic that sort of matches the shine you see in his feathers. He's got one metal pauldron on, and on his left hip he has a rapier. And he's behind the counter and he strolls towards you. You can't see the gnome anywhere in sight. And as he walks along, he runs his big white feathered fingers through the blood on the counter, and then he leans on it in front of you, and he just stops and he's staring directly into your eyes. He's not saying a single thing.
First of all, I'm very mad at him for ruining my portrait of Collet in the blood that I was drawing on the bar. Did you
do a portrait of Collet?
I did, in the blood.
In Ren's blood. Ren, do a religion check for me.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Pretty low.
Okay. I'll come back to you in just 1 second, Eilish. You remember that shocked look on Stig's face as he was standing on the rooftop in front of you. You remember his dark, beady, bastard eyes as he thought he had you when he drew his second crossbow. And you're staring off the edge of the rooftop, and you again visibly see him snatched out of view, just like he was from the toad's tongue, and out of your vision. But as he's snatched out of your vision, he's snatched into this black an abyss. You stare deep and hard into that abyss, and you see these wrinkles of light sort of permeating through the abyss. The light sort of takes shape into a dove and flutters towards the rooftop where you remember seeing Shay. And you catch the dove land on the edge of the rooftop, exactly where Shay's feet were. And it's staring down at a wounded boar laying on the ground. The boar is squealing, and the dove is letting out a mourning coo. You try to move towards the dove, and as you try to leap across from one rooftop to another, a dark, twisted hand reaches forward and grabs you by the heel and pulls you down onto the cement floor. You look down at your feet, and a roguish, stunning, probably the most beautiful man you've ever seen starts to pour through the ground like a cup being poured into another cup, like water running from one flask to another. It's the reverse. He's pushing up into the street in front of you, like he's being poured, and it fills up. And it's this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful looking man. Just like you, he has ashen white hair, perfect nose structure, quite feminine, a lifted nose. He has these glassy green eyes, and then you see as it fills to the top, he's barely covered. You can see that he's got light robes that sort of cover his genitalia, but really he's there showing off his form to you. That's what he wants you to see, his form. And as he fills from the bottom up across his eyes to his forehead and it hits his head, water pours. The water continues to pour, and you see 2 large horns pour forward from his forehead, and they come to the tip, and he's standing in front of you with a big smile on his face. What are you going to do? You're in the street. Everything's black. Everything's dark. You can't see anything. Just him and a big smile as he's looking at you.
I'm on the ground.
Yeah. Well, you're sort of sat on your butt. As you've been pulled down, you're sat down. So your legs are out in front of you. You can't feel any wounds. You can feel pain, but you can't feel any. You pat yourself down, and you seem to be in perfect health.
Yeah, because I was very aware that I had been stabbed before, I assume.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm probably a little confused by that. Does the world around me feel like the Shadowfell or something else? Because I'm familiar with Shadowfell, since that's the type of monk that I've studied.
Roll religion check.
Pretty good.
No.
Okay. So this is somewhere else.
Yeah. It's a memory.
That's
to you.
alarming.
It's like a memory that you can't. But you don't remember this part of the memory.
Yeah. How far away is this entity from me?
About a meter in front of you. That's 3 feet.
And it's like just smiling, you said?
Yeah.
And standing looking
he's still sort of composing himself, just looking down at you.
I'm
Okay, before you react, he can see that you're looking very confused, and he sort of starts to let out a bit of a chuckle. He's little tiny Ren. And he crouches down to sort of meet your height. You can see he's quite a tall man. Even for you who is tall, he has a little bit of height on you. And he stands down, looks down at you with a smile, and he grabs you by the cheeks and squeezes your face and sort of turns your head left and right. And he goes, "I've waited quite some time for you to enter my web." And then he lets go of your face and stands up and turns and walks with his back turned to you. He's still standing there. He's trying to bait something out of you.
Ren stands up and kind of refocuses and natural instinct attempts to just disappear into an alley or anything that looks like I could leave.
So you immediately start to walk backwards, and you go to turn to disappear and bump straight into his chest, and he's smiling as, "I wonder where you'd go, even if you could run." He's just in front of you, and every time you turn, he's there again. You keep looking for a place to dash, but he's always there in front of you. Okay. Compose yourself. Think about what you're going to do. I'm going to go back to you, Eilish. As the owl wipes the blood form of Ren away, you catch. He sort of flicks the blood, and you catch in the light a brief image of Ren having a chat to someone you know all too well, Eilish. But then that just disappears out of your sight, and now the owl just stares directly at you. He goes, "What a pretty lady in such an unpretty place, huh?" And he's looking right at you.
I'm taken by this handsome bird man, but then also shocked as to why he is enthralled by me.
Okay, you gonna say anything?
Unsure.
You gonna say anything to him?
What can I do for you?
I'm wondering, you look to me like somewhere between a butterfly and a caterpillar, huh? And then he sort of holds his arms out and flaps a little bit. And he goes, "I cannot fly yet, what about you?" And he's looking directly at your wings that are on your back, sort of curled and furled.
I'm upset he would refer to me as a cocoon. They're brown and disgusting. Very upset by that.
Are you visibly upset?
I'm visibly upset.
Okay.
A tear rolls down my face.
And he goes, "Oh no!" And he catches the tear with the same finger that had the blood on it, and he catches the tear and wipes it. And as he pulls the tear away, again, you catch a reflection of Ren having a bit of a chat to, again, a familiar face. So back to you, Ren. You're staring directly at this tall, beautiful, from your perspective, Ren, with your religion check, you're 17 before, you're talking to what you think is a devil.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I was wondering if I could glean that.
You rolled a 17 before. I should have said it before. You were looking around your surroundings, but it's okay. You're talking to a devil.
I think I refuse to look at his face, and I'm always looking down, like at his lower half, but using peripheral vision to keep track of his body. And I just kind of rub that tattoo on my right arm and say, "No games here. What do you want?"
He starts to let out a bit of a chuckle, and he puts his arm on his finger down onto your shoulder and starts to run it. As he walks around you, he runs his finger around your back as he walks around you. He goes, "No, we are not here to talk about what I want. No. We're here to talk about what you want, Ren. And what is it that you seek, in these filthy streets? You're looking for a place to hide? You're looking for a place to run? What is it you're running from?" And he's just staring at you again.
I imagine one like you knows exactly what I want.
Okay. You sort of are looking past him. Roll a perception check for me.
Okay. Oh, damn. Almost a 12.
You roll a religion check for me too.
Sure.
Okay. You try to look around him for something to see if he's up to something. You're watching his hands, and you try to turn and look, and every time you try and turn and look, try and perceive your surroundings, he's intentionally blocking to make sure that you're focusing entirely on him, like a bird of paradise wings out, doing everything he can to get you to focus directly on him. And so you do the one thing that you think it will throw him off guard, and you look up to see if he appears above you. And above you, the sky is not dark. It's open, it's bright, it's clear, crystal clear, like a tear. And through that tear, you can see a beautiful, beautiful succubus frowning hard down and right back at you with a fierce frown. And behind her, you can see figures draped in crimson robes. Back to you, Grisk. You come downstairs. You can see Eilish sitting at the bar, having a chat to this Arakakris. Roll a perception check for me.
I had to duck downstairs.
Oh, good. I'll come back to you in just one sec then. Okay, Collet. You notice that the minute that the lizard leaves the room, the wound on Ren begins to close. You see this as well, Meow, because you're looking for it. You can see the wounds begin to close, but his breathing is still very, very strained. Do you guys want to roll either nature, insight, history, or survival check, whichever is highest, and see if you know much about this talus weed? Yep, okay. Meow got a 22. Call it. You're unfamiliar with it, Collet.
Wow. Decent.
You had to roll fucking low. Was that natural 1? Let's have a look.
I think so, yeah.
That was a natural 1.
Yeah. I had +3.
You think that Grisk was lying. Not lying, but incorrect. You don't think it is the talus weed. Alright. Okay. You though, however, Weave, are convinced it is, and you'll have to convince Collet that it is, because he now just assumes that he knows better, and it's not the Talasweed. In all his time, he's seen Talasweed a million times, and it's never looked like this, okay? It doesn't heal wounds, it opens them. But you are incredibly familiar with it, Weave, because you have used it before. And used it to great effect. You know that it is a weed that, if mixed with the right substances, can actually make the blood of the individual that it has been hit with congeal and turn to tar, which obviously slows down, as it kicks into effect, it slows down the pumping of their heart as their heart strains to squeeze the thick, viscous blood, usually kills them with cardiac arrest before anything else kicks in. And you can see with his strange breathing, he's coming close to cardiac arrest. However, you happen to know that there is a really, 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 really easy cure for it. It is anything with raspberries in it. Counteracts it. It's a known cure, but raspberries aren't easy to find. They're not everywhere like you think they would, but it is the easiest way to shut it down.
Intriguing. Quite unfortunate that I didn't have any on me. Should I try and persuade Collet that I know better about this weed that's poisoning him?
You can, but you'll be rolling at disadvantage. He's pretty certain it's not Talus.
I'm happy to go for that.
Alright, roll. You gotta roll twice, pick the lowest. You let me know when you're back to Alex.
Oh, I'm back. It's fine.
It'll be an opposed roll as well. Do a roll for me, Meltmar, at advantage.
16.
What's that?
Persuasion, at advantage. So roll twice, pick the highest.
Okay.
Oh, equal. Okay.
I can't believe that. I have -2, so I rolled a 3 on that.
Oh my lord! All right. Look, you start to bring him around, Weave. So Colin is pretty. He still doesn't 100% believe you, but now you're saying that it is the Talasweed, and the Griskus said it. He was sure of himself, but he's a little uncertain now. So what are you guys gonna do? You know, raspberries might assist. You can tell that he's becoming quite strained. What are we doing here? Don't metagame the rest of you, alright? Let them work it out. I'll let you guys think. Think on it. Okay, Grisk, you come down the stairs. You can see Eilish at the table. Roll that perception check for me if you haven't already, if I missed it.
You have not. Rolling it now.
Oh, you needed to roll high, and you did. Okay. You can see, immediately at the door, you can see 3 robed figures that look just like the 3 figures, they're dressed just like the one that challenged you in the Great Courtyard, communicating with the hobgoblin, the bouncer at the door. They all have their hoods up. They're right at the door. Hoods up. I'll come back to you in a second. Back to you, Eilish. You see the tear flick off into the distance, and it actually brings a smile to your face to see that or almost a smile to your face to see someone you know so well having a conversation with Ren. I'm going to send you the name of the character. All right. I'm going to wrap you up here, guys. I'm just going to Harvest has to dash off, so I'm just going to finish off Harvest's part here, and then I'll keep on going with the story. Harvest. So you see that tear flick off. The character's name, remember this, you're going to need to remember this, is this. He is... Yep, there you go, that should give you enough context. And you see this owl is staring at you, and he sort of stops for a second, and you can see his little beak grates together as he flicks your tear away. He goes, "How about, pretty lady? You come with me, huh? I got something for you to see. And you don't want to miss this."
I go willingly with the owl man, based on the...
Okay. You stand up for a second, and you see him physically spike Grisk coming down the stairs. He walks to a door that's under the stairs that Grisk would not be able to see. And he opens that door, and as he opens it, it bursts into like hot white light, and then fades, and you can see that this door is a portal out of this building. On the other side, it looks to be a painfully beautiful grassy green field on the other side of it. You stepping through?
I'm stepping through based on what I can see. So I can see the grass, and it's
Yep. All right.
it's so inviting.
It is, yeah. It's like paradise. So you push through the door and step out into this beautiful grassy field. You're suddenly hit with, again, this like lovely warm sunshine. It doesn't feel like you are in Ebervold anymore. That cold, hard, dramatic landscape. This is almost like a warm summer in the southern fields of Spain. This is a beautiful, beautiful environment. You can see these beautiful fields that roll out before you. All the natural wildflowers roll across the plains. Sitting in front of, about 3 or 4 meters in front of you, is a desk, and on the center, or like not a table, I should say. And on the center of that table, you can see some kind of game is set up, some kind of board game of some description. You're sort of looking at it. Maybe it's chess, maybe it's checkers, maybe it's something, but you see it in the distance. And the owl follows through behind you, and he goes, "I think it's time for us to play, huh?" And then boom, slams the door behind you. And I'm gonna say your character exit scenes there. Okay, so you're gone for now. If you want to disappear to your squad, you can.
Prior engagements, unfortunately.
No, all good. Thank you for playing while you can. Your character's kind of fun to bring in and out anyway. Just by the nature of who and what she is. So it's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll let you get out of here. I appreciate you. We'll see you soon.
Catch you guys later.
See you.
See ya, Harvest.
Bye.
Bye.
Lovely.
I wonder when he leaves if that will reposition everyone. It does. No.
It did, yep.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Harvest is gone for now. Big claps for Harvest. Okay.